You must be day 8 by now.
Hola from Estella.
Yeah. This is one of those magnificent churches we talked about last night in our video.
Yep.
So today we're off to Torres del Rio, which is almost 30 k's.
So
We'll
bit
see
of a
how
tough
we
day.
go.
And we're not saying it's flat because it's not.
It's not flat today.
There's a couple of big rises.
There is.
And we can't say we've got no blisters either because
No.
Annette has a couple.
I have a couple of blisters that I found last night.
So, which is weird because you would have thought you would have felt them, but yeah. You did say you had a couple of hot spots. And maybe
I did.
should have stopped and had a look at them.
Anyway.
Place last night was fantastic.
Yeah, I highly recommend that place. It was really pretty.
Yeah. Renovation showing all the old walls in little strategic spots.
Yeah,
and,
foundations and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
So,
Let's find some breakfast.
see. Famous wine fountain. Hang on, turn around. I thought you wanted coffee for breakfast, not wine. How was that?
Tasted like red wine.
Ah, that doesn't sound too good.
Tastes like red wine?
Yeah, sweet. Alright, we just came out of our first coffee break and oh dear, that was needed, wasn't it?
And it was a little bit hangry.
And that woke up on the wrong side of the bed, I reckon. And I wasn't sure if she was going to make it today. And then finally got some breakfast.
Sunshine.
Finally got some breakfast and I said, oh, I've got to have 2 things to eat, so got a couple of things and a coffee, and now we're good. Oh, we're rejuvenated there's apparently a big hill. I'm not sure exactly. We're not going to the top of that little mountain, but we're going around it, I think, and going up pretty high. So, filled up. Let's go.
Feeling. Even the wheat waves hello in Spain. Windier day today, and it's a bit cooler too for that matter. We're going okay, bud. So we're thinking, but we're not sure, that this might be our finishing place for tonight, Torres del Rio. And my engineering logical husband has just described it as being about 5 fields away. Yep, 5 fields away. That's the new measurement we're going by. There he is. Where is he? Let's see if I can find him for you. There he is. It's what? It's beer o'clock. Yep. And Net's even going to probably have a beer this afternoon. It's been a big one.
Okay. Now, that town Annette thought was ours was wrong. And
Poop.
we had to walk another 700 or 800 metres on a steep down path, and this is where we've got to go.
I think that's us. Straight
Yeah.
across there, that big building with the black arch doors.
The black arch doors. Okay, cool. But it was after a very steep downhill, and we're going to have to go uphill a little bit. Anyway, let's go. We're nearly there. Hola from
Torres del Rio. It's been a bloody long day today.
That's right. So massive day for us, and we got some sore feet.
Yep.
And
Few
some blisters. And about 44,000
Steps we took today. Yep, ran about 30 k's.
And I'd rather not do any more days like that. But anyway, we've got some more coming up, I'm sure. Maybe a bit feet will recover. Well, how did the day start off?
I was cranky this morning.
Annette was...
I learnt that I need to be fed before I start walking 30 kilometres.
Annette was not having the funnest Camino today. Early on, it didn't matter what was happening, she was not happy.
That's not true. We went to the Arachi wine fountain.
That's right.
And
so,
I was happy there.
And
I had wine before I had breakfast this morning.
And there's a famous blacksmith shop.
Yeah.
So she was so desperate to get there and bought a little necklace.
I did.
That was
scallop shell.
A little shell, and so that was good. But the lessons learnt for us is we do need to...
We need to fuel ourselves.
We need to fuel because I think the night before we try and had dinner and...
We didn't eat enough for dinner, and then we didn't eat any breakfast.
I came up to bed after dinner and laid in bed and my stomach was still growling.
Yeah.
and we've got to try to really fuel the body when we do some big days. That's the lessons learned today.
Because once you don't have enough fuel, you go slower and you get cranky.
And we sort of
you
we
need
almost
to keep
walked.
some lollies in your bum bag.
So we started about 7 o'clock, and we didn't have breakfast until about 9:30.
Yeah.
After, I don't know, 6-7 Ks plus,
whatever
it was. So we got to try not to do that.
Yep.
We did have a decent climb, so there was some climbing. And I do think we are getting better at doing the climbs.
Yeah.
But late in the day, it's hard work.
You're really tired.
We finally got some food and coffee, and what was the town?
Azkeda.
And I said to Annette, don't buy one thing, buy two things. So need more food.
Yeah.
So we had the tortillas, which is like a
tortilla patata.
And it's like a quiche.
Yeah,
it's like egg and potato, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, and then we finished with chocolate croissants and coffee.
Yep, so it was good.
It's good.
And then not long after, we had probably an interesting highlight of the day, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a surprising highlight.
We met a YouTube blogger that we've been watching for the last couple of years, and he does fantastic videos.
Yeah.
And I did say to Annette, I said, I think this guy's doing the Camino backwards. We've got a chance we might meet him. And we walked, and Annette was like, I think that's the guy.
I think that's Ephraim.
And then she mentioned his name. He goes, yeah. And so we got a photo with him, and then he took a video, and I'm sure we're going to be on one of his videos. So it was like we met a celebrity, to be honest.
Yeah.
And
he was a really nice guy.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah. So, and then we told our story to a few other people tonight, and he's like, yeah, I met him as well.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, it was. So I know it sounds a bit sort of kiddie. We're a bit kiddie, but yeah, it was good.
It was a highlight.
It was a highlight. So apart from that, we stopped in at a food truck and had some lunch. It was great, but it was cold.
Oh, so cold.
And so today was like cold and windy, and then the sun came out, it was hot, and then all of a sudden it was cold and windy again. So we're sort of struggling with the weather a bit.
It's supposed to be nice tomorrow.
You're walking up a hill, and you've got because it's 12 degrees and blowing, and then all of a sudden you're hot. And then
the sun comes out from behind
the
clouds,
road, and then all of a sudden it's freezing again. So struggling with the weather a bit, but we finally made it.
We did finally make it.
And the place we're staying at is
awesome,
really nice. We're sitting in our bed at the moment, and there's a mural behind us, and you can see the picture. So this place is pretty good.
It's a nice, spacious room too. We had the bar here closed at like 4:30.
And I went down there to get a beer at 4:35, so I was really disappointed.
Anyway, the local grocery store
sells beer.
Always a local grocery store sells cold cans of beer, cold drinks. So we went up there.
And
there was some Aussies.
There was another Aussie couple up there that we have met once.
We met them at the truck stop today.
And at breakfast, they popped in.
Oh, that's right, breakfast.
So we ended up having dinner with them tonight, and it was great. We
had like a table of 10 people. It was really
a few
really
Americans
good.
And the UK guy and the Aussie couple, Ben and.
I think we were probably the loudest table there by far.
And just had the wonderfulest time and great company. And I really hope we see all the people we saw tonight
again.
So, all in all, it was a tough day, and we were so sore, but it ended well.
It ended really well. We had a great pilgrim's dinner, nice afternoon, and
just in the end, fantastic day.
Yeah.
Even though we're sore.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's a long video. We've been talking too much.
Tomorrow is a shorter day. About 20 Ks to Logroño, and no, it is not flat.
Anyway, until tomorrow.
Hasta mañana.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.